Hello, thank you for joining me, and I'm AJ of EverythingAJ's. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how I incorporate my LED fairy lights, quartz crystals, in preparation for my resin panel artwork. This process is something magical, so hang on and let's go through it real quickly now. So I've got my LED fairy lights. They are 120 soft white lights. They are a plug-in option because it's better than batteries. I then unravel the spool and get ready to lay out my visual design. I do hide the cord somewhere around the back side before I start out my design, and I hot glue everything together. One thing I want you to know is that when I'm using my hot glue gun, I'm using a Ryobi cordless hot glue gun, and it is absolutely fantastic. I don't have a cord to worry about. I just pop it back in its holder. It's got about 300 hours of use. I'm in love with this thing. I'm dabbing all of the glue into those particular locations. I do make sure to not put any on any of those little LED nodes because it will change the color of the lighting. Also, when I'm using those dabs of glue, you can see I have a little plastic tool here. What I'm doing with the plastic tool is smushing down that little dab along the wire so that I get a little bit more of a better connection and less wires sticking up. Now, as I'm laying through my design, I do know that I'm going to be laying a lot of my elements here. You're not going to see the wire. I do try and hide it to where you won't see it at all in the long run. As I get to the center of the piece, I do incorporate a lot of the LED fairy lights right to the middle. I make sure I leave enough for my ending to continue and finish off my design. With the back end of my quartz crystals, they're fairly flat. I make sure that I lay them all out. I have as much lighting as I can possibly put underneath them to make sure and get the best glow possible. I repeat the laying out process until I feel like I have enough lighting underneath, and once that's all completed, I finish the rest of the design. This part of it takes me about maybe almost 2 hours to complete the layout of all of the fairy lights, but in the long run, it's 100% worth it. And just a side note, I do not hot glue any of my quartz crystals down to my artwork. I simply use the resin and the curing process itself to adhere the crystals to my artwork and its panel. Everything is almost naturally connected and 100% an original one-of-a-kind design. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please leave it a thumbs up for me. And if you have questions or comments, you can add them to the comment section as well. Thanks for watching. Again, AJ of EverythingAJ's. Bye-bye now.